The moral confusion with regard to the Middle East is a very, very bad sign of our times. That the events of October 7th did not convince the vast majority of human beings who know about it that we have a good versus evil battle here means something really frightening. There is nothing the Palestinians could do that would shake the, well, there are two sides and two opinions, and they're both engaged in mass killing. Do you know that they're still holding a baby? They're holding a baby. You would think that there's nothing left in the annals of human degradation. And yet, some spectacularly evil human beings. Hamas is as evil as it gets, and the vast majority of Palestinians support Hamas. This crap that people who don't want to face reality say, oh, you can't equate the Palestinians with Hamas. They equate themselves with Hamas. Are there some Palestinians who are noble and wonderful and fine and good and kind and all good things? Yes. There were Germans who were like that. There were Russians who were like that. There were Chinese who were like that. But when we speak about Nazi Germany, we don't say, oh, but of course there were so many. You can't equate Germans with Nazis. Well, you could in the 1930s and 1940s. Certainly the second half of the 30s and certainly the first half of the 40s. But here let's put it this way, there's probably a greater percentage of Palestinians who support Hamas than Germans who supported the Nazis. Certainly than Russians who supported the communists. But there were plenty. Stalin's funeral, many people were crushed to death because there were so many people who attended Stalin's funeral. Imagine that, a man murders 20 to 40 million people of your own people, and you weep at his funeral. Last night I was on at midnight California time. I did a 1-hour podcast with Australia, and it really came out of me. My contempt for a good chunk of humanity, which I've always had, because the will of man's heart is towards evil from his youth, Genesis 8. The woman asked me, so what was it? Are you disappointed or something like that? I go, it's very hard to disappoint me. Because when you expect so little from humanity, it's not difficult. What I have is pleasant surprise. When I listen to Douglas Murray, I am encouraged that there really there's a percentage of humanity that is good. You should all watch Douglas Murray. It's all over the internet. There is a Jewish legend. There are 36 righteous people at any given time on earth. And if the number ever goes down to 35, the world will implode. It's a powerful legend. I think he's one of the 36, to be honest.